Hey, what's happening everyone? Johnnyman here and welcome to part 4 of my LMA Manager 2003 playthrough as manager of Everton. So, it's been a couple of weeks since the last time you joined us, and yeah, take a look at the league table. We're still doing well. 4th place in the table, in fact. 8 wins, 5 draws, 3 defeats. Only conceded 13 goals this season. Watertight defence. And offence is actually coming on pretty strong. We actually beat Blackburn at Ewood 7-0, including a hat-trick for young superstar Dean Ashton. So I do want to make an apology too, by the way, for one of the previous episodes. On my research after doing this episode, I noticed that Sunderland really didn't have that good of a time, and I think I said that they were a pretty good squad, and looking back, I guess they weren't as good as I thought they were. I think this is the season they actually lost 15 games straight and 20 without a win in total. It was a pretty rough time for Sunderland fans, so I do apologise to the Mackhams on that comment. I thought it was the season after that happened, but in fact it was this season. They got relegated. Anyway, looking at the team though, be honest with you, they should have done better than they did. But anyway, that's a different story or different discussion for a different day. Take a look at the management support rating right now. Obviously, supporters love me. Directors are kind of lukewarm on me, which is kind of strange, really. They expected a top 14 place finish, and I'm definitely more than they'll achieve in there. And not to mention, we're making a slight profit every year as well. Alright, oh yeah, we got a suspension. I forgot Anderson got sent off in the last game. Chadwick's going to be out for 2 days of flu. Oh no, what will we do without Nick Chadwick? Anyway, take a look at some of the player performances the last time you joined us. Some key performers there. Dean Ashton's now got 6 goals and 16 appearances. Duncan Ferguson's got 7 and 18. He's playing really well. Rooney's getting much better in that attacking midfield role as 4 goals, 15 played, obviously. Scott Gilmore comes back in the side. Otherwise, Alexanderson has been a real treat on the right side of midfield for us this season. Played some really, really good stuff. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump straight into the action. Up against Pompey at Fratton Park in the League Cup. So, as far as plans for this series goes, obviously this is episode 4, and I am enjoying it immensely. And I would like to continue it as long, perhaps, as it might pop up every now and then. Right now, it's only going to be 4 to 5 episodes long. This could be the last one you might see for a bit. So let me know in the comments below, or let me know by hitting that like button if you want to see this series continue. If you do, if there's enough likes on it, then I will certainly continue it. I just need to gauge what interest there is for LMA Manager 2003 as a potential full-on Let's Play series. But anyway, take a look at the Pompey squad, shall we? Shaka Hislop's in there, Leroy Primus, Arjun Dazoo, Gianluca Festa. Did he play for them? Maybe that was a free... I don't know if he actually played for them in real life, or maybe that was a free transfer this year. Anyway, Nigel Quasi, the master at getting relegated. Paul Merson. How good that guy could have been if he wasn't, you know, like drinking and gambling and all that stuff like that. Anyway, Svetozar Todorov, always an affiliation because of his name, Todorov, etc., etc. Mark Birchall, Lee Bradbury. Alright, so, Pompey, by the way, we should beat them pretty comfortably, honestly. There shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll have to see what happens, though. It is a League Cup. It is a cup. Cup magic, after all. I always find it funny. There's less cup magic in the League Cup than there is the FA Cup. Probably because the bigger teams usually put out their youth players, reserve squad, stuff like that. But, yeah. So far, so good. Let me see. Well, 1 second. We'll quick check my recording. All right, good. All right, so yeah, I have to check my recording every so often just because sometimes it'll go off, and I'm not sure why. It's been a bit of a challenge, technical challenge, to get this series going, but it's a good challenge. I do enjoy working out this kind of stuff. Anyway, yep, this is how we line up. We're playing really well right now, by the way. Our form is really good. We won 3 out of the last 4 games. We've only 1 draw. Dean Ashton got injured. Crap. And got Kevin Campbell on the bench, that's fine. But anyway, yeah, form's really good. Won 3 out of the last 4, and the 1 draw in between was the West Brom at home 0-0. That was a disappointing result. This game should have won. Should have been 4-4, to be honest with you. I think we had 20 shots, of which 15 were on target, and they had 1 with 1. So yeah, anyway, early goal there, Duncan Ferguson. First cup goal of the season for him. Taking over this highlight, ball goes long, flicked on, good touchdown, and then found the far corner of the net for a 1-0 start. So, but yeah, yeah, this should be a win. I don't think there's going to be a little bit of a problem. We'll also look at some interesting little things about this season, just on old Wikipedia. You know how accurate that is. Let's see, look at the league table. I always forget this time period sometimes. It was my favourite time as a football supporter. David Unsworth getting a penalty. Gets in there, 2-0. So relegated was Sunderland, winning 19 points. West Brom Albion were on 19th, 26 points. And then West Ham United, yes, they got relegated. I remember Glenn Roeder being in charge at the start of the season and not doing that well. 3-0, there you go. Alan Stubbs getting his first goal of the season. We actually started to play really well. We got to finished 8th place in the table. This is the cup final year, I guess, as well. It was the cup final year. Man United won the Premier League by 5 points. Arsenal finished 2nd, Newcastle 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Liverpool were 5th. Tottenham were all the way down in 10th, believe it or not. That's a bit of a strange one. Anyway, all right, let's return back to the action. Up 3-0 here. I expected to win this game comfortably, and the boys haven't let me down. All right. So, come on, guys. Let's try and get a 4th goal here. Don't need a 4th goal. I'm just trying to kill time before we get back into the action. Alright. Make a change. I'm bored. Let's make a change. Alright, so. Litai. Yeah, come on for Wayne. David Weir. Who's more tired? Stubbs or... And they're both about the same, to be honest with you. Let's take off David Unsworth then. Everton, by the way, in case you wanted to know, they finished 7th place in the table, so they had a pretty good year in real life situation. Good poacher finish there from Duncan Ferguson too. Alright, so Duncan Ferguson was always one of those players that you never wanted to face as a football fan because he just irritated the crap out of you, you know, just being that big, that physical. He just was an absolute pain in the ass. It always came off as kind of a dick, to be honest with you, but I know Everton fans loved and adored him, and every right to as well. You know, he's definitely a cult hero, and he was linked heavily to the Everton job, obviously before Sam Allardyce got it. Would have been a surprise. I think he's in the coaching staff, I believe, though, Duncan Ferguson. Don't quote me on that one, but I think he's in the... I think he is, anyway. Alright, so that was an easy win, wasn't it? Didn't have to do pretty much anything in that game to get us the win. So that was... things are going pretty smoothly, pretty well. So even when this series might be over for my YouTube channel, I might continue this because it's a bit of an interesting challenge. I'm doing well, so that kind of gives me incentive to continue. It does help that when you do well, you want to continue. Let me see, any bits of news I should know about. Oh yeah, Dean Ashton is going to be out 2 days with severe bruising. Oh, you wimp, you should have just continued. Alright, up against Chelsea next. Alright. Chelsea next. Yep, just a couple of days from now, Chelsea. Alright, so, yeah, this is going to be a tougher game. Chelsea finished 4th this season, only lost 9 games, scored 68, considered 30 of them. We will be playing Villa, apparently, in the quarter-finals of the League Cup. I'm pretty happy. Villa away from home. Villa actually finished 16th this season. Sorry, I know it's probably bombarding you with uninteresting facts, but it does give me something to talk about. And yeah, I'm not the most creative and not the most entertaining person in the world. Okay. Alright, so. Any new news? You've teamed you with them. Okay, that's good. And Ashton and Chadwick are fully back. Is Ashton actually fully fit, though? That's the thing. Yeah, he's alright. He's fine. He's good enough to play. A couple of the boys getting a little bit tighter, though. In particular, Quinton Fortune. He's pretty much played every single minute of the season, although he's come off once. With that in mind, I should perhaps... I'm going to put Chadwick on the bench instead of Lindelof. McLeod on the bench instead of Lindelof. He's an out-and-out left winger. Definitely a promising player, 22 years old. I'll bring him on for Quinton Fortune if things are going okay against Chelsea. Alright, so here we go. Playing Chelsea now at home at the mighty Goodison Park, the fortress that has been Goodison. Let's see what kind of team Chelsea have. Alright, so Ed De Hoy, Robert Hoof, 18-year-old Robert Hoof, William Gallas, Winston Bogart. That was an interesting tale, wasn't it? Winston Bogard, yeah. Mario Melchiot, Budwine Zendin, Frankie Lampard, Mario Stanic, Jody Morris, Mikhail Vassell, Jimmy Hasselbank, Gianfranco Zola and Gudjonsson, and Albert Ferrer. Not a bad team. Not a bad team at all. I can't remember if this is the time period when they started to get all these millions in. I want to say it is. Claudio Ranieri was still in charge of Chelsea in this season. And I want to say that this is the kind of the first year they got all this extra money in coming into the team from Roman Abramovich. But I mean, the whole Conte thing's kind of interesting now, huh? How he's kind of I'm surprised they with Conte the reins to do transfers. It's very bizarre how they don't let the managers do transfers anymore. Well, I understand it, because director of football, the directors can kind of, manipulate the director of football a little bit to save a bit of money. Jimmy Hasselbank got a goal, bastard. I can understand that in some sense, how the directors can control the director of football, because they're in charge of him. And they can control kind of income and outcome of the club, while managers, if you give them the reins, they might want to spend a bit more than the directors want to. So I understand the purpose of director football from that sense of things, and the whole PR argument of saying, well, it gives the managers freedom then to focus on the football. It's not necessarily true. Managers, that's what assistant coaches are for, assistant managers. That's what that element's for, in my opinion. I'm old school like that, though. I don't particularly like directors of football. If I had one, it'd pretty much be to look after the back end of things that you don't really want to take care of as a manager. And I don't think sign-ins is one of them. I think signing players and for shaping your squad should be a manager's job. But anyway, that's just my humble opinion. Alright. So 1-0 down just before halftime here. Still in the game though, only one goal. We definitely have more than enough quality to get it. Let's see, performance-wise, who's not doing the job out there for me right now? Scott Gemmell, not really a surprise there. He's not had a great season. Pastoni's really struggled at left back as well. Haven't got many options for that position though. So we'll kick off the second half here. Alright, come on boys. Come on. Just a single goal. And it's 2-0. Alright, Ida Gudjonsson get himself a goal here. Looked a little bit comical. Long ball forward. Richard Wright stayed on his line and just kind of just kneeled down to get the ball, but Gudjonsson would latched onto it and tapped it past the looked like invalid goalkeeper. Alright, so 2-0 down here. Alright, so this is Wayne Rooney's now picked up enough. Fantastic. Alright, just what he wanted, huh? Alright, put Lee Tai there, bring off Dean Ashton too, bring on Campbell, bring on McLeod for his debut here instead of Fortune, and then we'll return to the match, and then we'll go all out attack, because you might as well give it a go. We got to do it early enough, so we got to go back now. We might stand half a chance getting a point out of this game. Okie dokie, so it looks like it's not going to happen, to be honest with you. Chelsea have pretty much shut us down going forward. We haven't really created much opportunities. And they've been clinical. A couple of error there from Richard Wright, and Gianfranco Zola gets himself another goal. First goal. Actually, first goal of the season for him. Surprising, he's on a poor year, obviously. Alright, so disappointing here. It's getting up in a 3-0 defeat. But there you go, there you have it. This is always going to be a tougher game up against Chelsea. Take a look at the league table. Still fourth, so it's not bad. Obviously, we're losing ground now on Liverpool in third. We never were going to catch third place anyway. We're still early on, though. It's only 17 games in, almost halfway through the season. Going into December run 2, which is going to be difficult. Managing players' fitness levels and injuries and stuff are going to happen, as you saw there from Ashton and Rooney. Anyway, I'm trying to remember a little bit more about LMA Manager when I was a kid, some experience. I used to only play it really for like 2 or 3 seasons at the most, I think. I usually picked one of the low leagues teams, to be honest with you. I forgot which one I used to go for. I want to say that I used to... Yeah, I want to say that I used to manage like Russian and Diamonds, I think. Yeah, I think Russian and Diamonds were my team of choice. If I see the league table, I can tell you who it was. Division 3. I used to do Bristol Rovers. Yeah, Bristol Rovers, Russian and Diamonds, Torquay, or Swansea. That's it. Swansea could be an interesting one. Look at that. Swansea in the relegation zone, Division 3. That could be an interesting LMA series in the future. Let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you want to see me do a Swansea City or Russian and Diamonds LMA Manager 2003 playthrough. Let me know. Let me know. That could be an interesting one. Okay. And take another look. See what's going on here. As far as any interesting little facts go. The Golden Glove were given to Carlo Cudicini. Anthony Niemi of Southampton got 2nd place. Blackburn Rovers' Brad Friedel got 3rd place in the Golden Gloves. Player of the Year, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Manager of the Year, Sir Alex Ferguson. Goal of the season was Thierry Henry's against Tottenham. The Team of the Year, that's interesting. Yeah, disconnect that. Team of the Year, Brad Friedel, goalkeeper. Stephen Carr, right back, Tottenham. Sol Campbell, Arsenal. Gallas. William Gallas, Chelsea. Ashley Cole, Arsenal. Patrick Vieira, Paul Scholes, Kieran Dyer, Robert Perez in the middle, and Thierry Henry, Alan Shearer up top. Not a bad team, is it? Not a bad team. Spicy Stephen Carr's inclusion in that, but obviously had a good year for Tottenham. So, all right. So, let's see, we got 4 minutes or so left to go in this episode. We've got one more game to go. I think we'll take on Blackburn Rovers. Last time we beat them 7-0. I don't think we'll do it again, but you never know. Alright, look at this. The CIFA Cup draw, I guess. Fulham take on Hertha Berlin. Chelsea go to Bâle. Rangers take on Malaga. PSG take on Athens. There you go. So interesting. Not interesting. Not so much. Okie dokie. So. Yep. Loading. That's all this seems playthrough is going to be about, I think. There's many watching loading screens. But alright, so Rooney is fully fit and ready to play today. Is he actually fully fit, though? Yeah, he's fine. Anas Anderson's still out. We haven't played that well since losing him. Rosinsky on the bench instead of McLeod. Alright, let's get it going. Goodison Park, obviously missing Alex Anderson today. Everyone else is pretty much ready and able to play. Well, we beat them 7-0 at their place, so I expect at least 14-0 here. Take a look at the Blackburn side, though, real quick. They were absolutely smashed by Bolton here, 3-0. Got Kelly as a goalkeeper, Pers O'Neill, Berg, Curtis, Duff, Flitcroft, Dunn, David Thompson, Janssen, and Dwight York, apparently. Brad Friedel can't even get in the team, nor can Andy Cole, according to the last game against Bolton. Alright, so here we go, up against the mighty Blackburn Rovers. Short trip for Blackburn today. Okie dokie. Anytime, game. Anytime. Let's see, who else? Man City actually finished 9th place in their final year at Main Road. As I mentioned in the previous episode, I was actually there for the very last game of Main Road. And Michael Svensson got the winner for Southampton. Alright. And I remember leaving the ground and being absolutely mobbed for my ticket because they were told if you can get hold of a ticket stub, you can enter the ground, see the last parade, Man City parade, things like that. We didn't stay for it. Obviously, we don't want to get out of there because it was absolute chaos. You can tell the Mancunians really love their the Main Road and Man City fans anyway. It meant a lot to them. And yeah, I mean, I can understand that. I was there for the last game at the Dell as well, and that was a big deal. I think we all stayed on the ground for about an hour and a half afterwards, just looking around the place one last time. And we all know the Dell was a shithole as well. Absolutely it was. I remember, it just wasn't a fun place to watch. You had so much restricted viewing on either side of the side stands. Just the ball went up in the air, you wouldn't see it until it came down again. Because you were so low and everything was so on top of you, and there was pillars in the way. Oh, nightmare. Anyway, 0-0 here. Absolute dull affair, isn't it? Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Alright. Didn't make any changes. Thought we'll keep the same side, give them a chance in the second half here to come out fighting. Again, 1-7-0 their place, so there's no reason why we can't win 14-0 at ours, right? That's how it works. Come on, boys. Go! Oh, damn it, get in there, Alan Stubbs. 1-0. Finally. Enough pressure there. Force the goal from the set piece situation. Alright, well, time to make some changes then. Alright, so double change up top. Rosinsky and Campbell coming on for Ferguson and Dean Ashton respectively. And yeah, we'll also bring on Lee Tai as well. We're going to push Gravison up to attack in midfield, and then Lee Tai can play in just behind. So, alright, triple change. 15 minutes left to go. Let's just try and, I guess, keep hold of the ball now. Don't do anything stupid. I've still got Dwight York up top, and he's still a great player. So anything can happen. So yeah, what was it? Keep ball, there you go. Oh, that was so close. Campbell hit the post there. I think he should have scored that, to be honest. It looked like it was a decent opportunity. But anyway, 1-0 win. That's good. That's solid. I'll take it. Not as impressive as 7-0, but I'll take it. Yep, kept us 3 points clear of Charlton, who are currently chasing us in 5th place right now. Fulham. And then we're a good 7 points ahead of Leeds United too, which is exceptional. Yeah, things looking really, really good for Everton right now. You know what? What I'll do is I'll do actually one more game in this episode, and I'll take us officially to the halfway point in the Premier League season, and I think that will be a good place to stop the series until I get enough feedback on it. And again, it really goes down to feedback. If you guys are enjoying this, let me know. Hit the like button. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want me to change the style of it a little bit, if you want me to just cut things up. Right now I'm talking a lot and not doing any edits or cuts or anything, just because of the way I have the recording set up and I have it working right now. It doesn't really allow me to do that. But I can definitely work on it in the future and do more edit cuts and make it a bit more stylized, a bit more fun, a bit more entertaining in that respect. But yeah, I need your feedback. I need to know this is a product that people are going to want to watch. I enjoy doing it, but I need to know that my time and effort is going to be something for you guys are going to be enjoying with it too. All right, so yeah, one more game in this episode that will take us to the halfway point, and yeah, we'll leave it after that. So yeah, one more game. We've got time for it anyway. So I didn't even look who we were playing, to be honest with you. I'm just going to skip ahead and went fuck it. All right, next game is on Wednesday, which is today. So let's see who we are taking on. We are taking on Villa in the quarterfinal of the League Cup. So let me see. Obviously, Alexanderson is fit. He is back. He is able to play today. So you're going to play ahead of Scott Gemmell. What other changes can we make? Everyone's fit. Everyone's ready to go, are they? Good. Perfect. Everyone looks perfect. Everyone looks absolutely fantastic. All right, so here we go. Villa quarterfinal League Cup. Winner here goes through to the semi-finals. Let me see what's going on here with Aston Villa. So Paul Lenkerman, J. Lord Samuel, Ola Melberg, Delaney, Johnson, Mustafa Haji, Kinsella, Lee Hendry, Peter Crouch, 21-year-old Peter Crouch, by the way, too, young player. Young, upcoming wonder kid. Darius Vassell, valued at 11.75 million, huh? Juan Pablo Angel. They haven't got a lot of goals, have they, this season, by the look of things? The top goal scorer thus far is Crouchy with 5. That's 1 in 3, though. That's a pretty decent mark. Alright, so here we go. Playing Villa at Villa Park for a chance to go to the semi-finals of the League Cup. Doesn't get any better than this, does it? Doesn't get any better at all. I think the definition is, well, the saying is living the dream in this scenario. Okie dokie. Okay, so if I can find a way to cut out these loading screens, I think it'll make the playthrough much more exciting. Anyway, so let's see how they line up. 4-3-3, not really a surprise. Marcus Ulbach starts up top though, ahead of Darius Vassell. Hashan Kishore comes into the side as well, former Southampton player. Steve Staunton, captain at left back. Oh yeah, this is a team that we can beat. I'm very confident in this. We can beat this team. I mean, most of the season I'm pretty consistent with the first team lineup, and I think that's actually helped us. I've noticed that our opposition changes their first team around a lot. I don't really think there's a lot of benefit to it. Saying that though, there wasn't really that whole team chemistry thing element to it, like there is in Football Manager. So I don't know how much of an impact it makes. I presume it's lent heavily towards player quality and then tactic and shape and things like that over cohesion and underlying attributes or hidden attributes. Ooh, good chance to have a Thomas Gravison for the free kick. Say, all the players in our team, the only player I can really truly pick out is Thomas Gravison because of his like blinding white head. Get in there, Dean Ashton. Second League Cup goal of the season for him. Yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, it's absolutely blinding. Great save there for the keeper, Enkelman, by the way. And Ashton did well to tap that home, beat a defender. And it's 1-0 in the first half, so good start for us. Alright. Now I only want to touch on again, actually, how much I do like this user interface for the game. Especially those instant results at the bottom, everything's very clean. Not a lot of information, but honestly, you don't really need a lot. Because you have access to it from one click away, and that's fine by me. Things are going pretty good. Performance-wise, everyone's doing okay. We're only struggling a little bit. Let's get the second half going. Don't need to make any changes. No need to chop and change. Alright, come on, boys. Book a place in the semi-final. That'd be nice. Alright, come on. Ooh, good save there from Richard White. One thing I didn't like about LMA Manager, though, is the fact that, yes, I can go find players to add them to the shortlist and whatever, but I couldn't... I can't even put bids in. You won't even put bid in because the transfer window's closed. They won't even bid for the player. So you couldn't arrange a pre-agreed transfer or pre-contract deal or whatever it is. Wait, was that a goal? No, it wasn't a save. Okay, cool. Oh, thank God for that. I thought that went in. Dean Ashton, Kevin Campbell. Anyway, I was saying that's one of the more frustrating things. I want to be able to try and potentially bring in some players, look at them, and I want to be able to like get prepared for January because right now the team is doing really well, and I can add a few, maybe more. Oh, Steve Watson got off a red card, dick. All right, excuse me. Anyone else can play right back? Doesn't look that way, does it? David Weir can't really play right back either, so well, it means it's gonna have to come on, I guess. Again, we'll play right back. Nope. Anyone else play right back? Nope. Doesn't look that way. So, David Weir, you're playing right back for the rest of the game, all 8 minutes of it. Of course, probably better. Oh no, keep the ball. There you go. Come on, boys. There's 2 minutes left to go. Yeah, I feel like if we end the squad, if I could add perhaps another striker or an attacking midfielder just to compete with Ashton and Wayne Rooney, I think that would be... I think that'll take us to the next level and pretty much guarantee us a top 4 finish. And obviously, with that comes Champions League football and a bit more money coming in. But yeah, fantastic. Take a look at some of the results in the League Cup. Let's see who went through here. Man United beat Birmingham on the way through. Bolton knocked out Sheffield United. All away teams won today. That's pretty interesting. And obviously, Chelsea destroyed Luton Town. All right, so awesome. Through to the semi-finals now of the League Cup. I wonder if it will show us. If it shows us straight away, it might be interesting. Okay, so here you go. All right, the FA Cup, or the National Cup as it's called. We'll be playing, where are we? Everton, we're playing Port Vale away from home. Exciting tie there, Port Vale. Okay, so... But anyway, yeah, we're about out of time for this episode now. This episode's gone a lot longer than I wanted to. It's about up to 30 minutes now. But I wanted to make sure we got through at least halfway through the season in this playthrough before I finish off this little mini Let's Play, as it were. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. And again, it's all about feedback. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to continue this series. If you do, make sure you hit like. Make sure you comment below if you want me to do anything particular with the series itself, if you want me to see it continue. And also, you know what, if you're enjoying this stuff, it really helped me out if you subscribe as well. You can see some more other videos, some other projects coming up. A lot of it's going to do with older management games, so you do enjoy the retro feel and aspect and taking a look back and nostalgia. Please subscribe to the channel because there's going to be a lot more of this kind of content coming up in the near future. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys you've enjoyed it. Once again, like the video, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Goodbye, everyone.